This video is going to make me feel really good because it's my packing video, and I've been purposefully putting this all off because I want to film it. I absolutely love a packing video. I'm doing 2 separate videos. I think the first one's already gone up, which was what I plan on wearing at Disney and how I've put together some outfits. Fingers crossed, I'm there at the moment when this goes up, so fingers crossed it's all gone well. I'm feeling myself. I feel pretty. I mean, there will be no qualms of me having an absolutely fantastic time. That will be happening, rain or shine. Let's get on with packing. I have, as you can see, I have actually packed my clothes. I've done the video of what I'm taking with me, so I felt like, oh, one of the cubes is broken, fantastic. So anyway, I thought that there's no point of me going through absolutely everything I'm taking. I just thought we could maybe do some categories, which I've written down. I find these videos extremely helpful. There's some stuff where I go, oh, that's an amazing idea, I'm taking that with me. And there's some bits where I've gone absolutely extra to save me time when I'm out there, because I've only been to America once. I've also been to Walt Disney World once. And there were some things that I was buying from Target, and before you know it, it was adding up to 100 quid, what, $100, when I was like, oh God, I wish I bought this from home, or everything was in bulk and things like that. So I will get to that because you might also want to do the same thing if you're in a similar position. Let's get to it. We'll start with packing square 1. So I've gone even extra to say what's in here. So I've got basically all my bottoms in here, so my shorts, legging shorts, my chub rub shorts, and then I've just got a little top in there that I forgot to put in there. But look, this is all broken now, so I'm gonna have to deal with that. It's probably too squished, so I'm gonna have to rearrange that. Those are my bottoms. Then with my tops, they're more like vests and like thinner materials and like specialty stuff. And then I've got my white shirt in there, which I plan on using as a throw over. And then in these I've got like my oversized t-shirts that I'm going to wear with my legging shorts, and then I've got all my waistcoats that I want to wear like over the top of dresses or with like a little top and then over some shorts. So 2 packing cubes for tops, not ideal. Next we have dresses. I am packing for all eventualities here and what's going to make me feel comfortable. Some days I want to be slouchy and comfortable, other days I don't. So I have got some just above the knee dresses, maxi dresses, pretty dresses, just a variety in there to accommodate, I suppose. I feel like this might be a little bit better than just front facing. So we've done tops, bottoms and dresses. That's just stuff that I'm gonna rely on. I am mainly a jeans person at the moment. When you're in potentially 28 degrees, cools down in the evening or it's fresh in the morning, you just want to chuck a jumper on or something like that. Shorts are probably the best way to go, and then there's dresses where you can just chuck something over the top. But I'm feeling quite confident about that. My next things are intimates, pants. I am someone that likes high-waisted things. All my high-waisted pants I get from Primark. They are kind of like, they have tummy control, but I've gone up a size so that it's not really tight, but it smooths things. It just makes me feel more confident in dresses and shorts where I have to use a belt and it kind of like cinches you in but then pushes your belly out a bit. So if I've got that like smoothness but it's still comfortable, that's a winner for me. I've then got like seam-free pants, and I call them bed pants. So obviously when you're going to bed at night and you're putting your pyjamas on, I like to wear pants. I can't not wear pants when I'm going to bed, so I've got just average pants. Then moving on to bras and socks. I have got socks that go up to here. As you can see, I'm wearing just like my, I wouldn't say they're slobby socks, but they're like my personality socks. My sausage dog socks, or they're sloth socks, or they're Christmas socks, because all my good ones are packed in here. So another packing cube, I have got nice Sweaty Betty socks that kind of like are similar to this, multiple ones of those, white and black, and then I've got thickish trainer socks. The shoes that I'm taking with me, I've worn them in, they're fine, but I just feel like you've got that extra cushion there with the trainer socks if my feet are really like hurting after all the walking, because regardless of whether you've got the most comfiest shoes ever, you are going to end up doing the Disney shuffle where your feet are just like, please just stop walking. So I do find a thicker sock kind of does help. Bras wise, I am going for, I've got a nude bras, black bras, and then I've got bralettes which aren't very supportive, but it feels like you're not wearing anything, but you've got like light support. And then I've got sports bras from 𝒊𝒏𝒔𝒕𝒂, which are, I would say, medium support. They're quite colourful, so I just tend to wear them with like big t-shirts and stuff like that. I wouldn't wear them underneath like my nice tops that I'm bringing. And then I've put my belt in here as well because it all kind of goes together, but mainly did not fit with my bottoms. So that's pretty much the clothes, other than my swimwear. You are actually perched on my list, so let me just take that off. So lastly, with regards to clothes, kind of, for my main suitcase, swimwear, I am taking with me, and this is like a very small chance that we will go swimming because we're going at the end of November and going into a little bit of December. The weather, it's still Florida, so it's still gonna be like, highest I'm gonna say on what we've seen is 28, but from people that I've spoken to and the weather forecast that I've seen on the run up, it's looking overcast, and in the evenings it's gonna be, as I said, a bit chilly, and in the mornings a bit fresh. So in the day, are we gonna wanna be wet and go swimming? Maybe. I've watched vlogs where people have done Christmas at Disney and have gone swimming, so I'm not ruling it out. So that's why I'm not bringing like loads of stuff. However, with me saying this, I've got one swimsuit in there and 2 bikinis. This is more than what I took last year, and we knew we were going to go swimming. Also a black cover-up. I was like, I wouldn't say a smock dress, a tunic. A see-through type of tunic from 𝒊𝒏𝒔𝒕𝒂 that I've had for years. And I'm eyeing up the white one on Vinted. Although if you get sun cream on that, that will go yellow. So that's that. So shoes that I'm going to be taking is gonna be, it's not good English, is it, Grace? I'm taking my Converses with me. I've been breaking these in, however, these didn't even need to get broken in. I know that I'm not someone that does a lot of walking at home, and like my lifestyle, I'm not a big walker, but anytime I've left the house, I've chucked these on, and they've been so comfortable and an absolute joy to wear. So they're packed in Andrew's suitcase because we're spreading the load. I ended up getting them recently in the sale on ASOS, but in black. So I've got a bit of choice there. Other convenient shoes I'm going to be taking are my Crocs, which are downstairs. I'm still using those, even though it's pissing it down outside. But if I need to nip out to Tesco's, you bet your ass, I'm gonna just shove my Crocs on and go. To change up the shoe front, if I want to give the platforms a rest, these were my go-tos last year. I can't remember what they're called, but they're just a high top Nike. However, they've got this elastic bit here, which is a game changer. I tried on the hard ones and they were so uncomfortable, and there was just rubbing there. I did pay full price for these last year, but I have loved them and used them both in America and in the UK, so highly rate these shoes. But I've also recently washed them, and they've done well in the washing machine. Speaking of the Crocs before, I'm also going to be taking my Birkenstocks. They've seen better days, but they are just so comfortable and just easy to just shove on and kind of go. They could probably do with a wipe down. But I remember I wore these, we were walking around Universal, we were halfway through our trip, and my feet just, I was like, I can't take this anymore. I need to let my feet air, like this is horrendous. So I shoved these on at Islands of Adventure in, I think it must have been, we were at Hogsmeade. And then what bloody ride did we go on? We went on the one where your feet dangle. So I ended up having to put my hands and hold my Birkenstocks like this whilst we're like flying around pretending we're on a broom, because they would have just flung off and just been a part of the set. Rookie mistake, but a learning curve. They're still coming with me, whether it's just, right, we're at Pop Century, we're just gonna nip to the pool. I've got my Crocs, but I've also got these. Just, it's nice to have options. Now we are moving on to essentials. I would say this is my essentials, but what I have done, ta-da! So I have got reusable cotton pads. If I feel like I want to wear eye makeup, I use oil. It's like a micellar mixed with oil to just like get it all off, and then I have like a face wash. Rather than cotton pads, I use reusable ones. So I'm just gonna take them with me. I have got all my shower bits in an IKEA Ziploc bag. I have an extensive hair care routine. Like, I went through a period where my hair got absolutely battered. I had bits where my hair had broken off, and I really do value having nice hair now. So I'm trying to do all the right things. But I did get sent these Waterman's Grow Me shampoo and conditioner that I have been using for a couple of months, and I actually have noticed a difference. I feel like it's encouraged hair growth, and I like the way that it makes my scalp feel. Does that make sense? It's because it's got some great ingredients in there. That's what I've chosen to take. I'm not taking body wash. We are staying at Pop Century for the majority of it. Halfway through we're staying at the Hard Rock Hotel for one night, and then at the end we're staying at Animal Kingdom Lodge for 2 nights. So I know that they will all have body wash, so I'm not going to bring that. But I am bringing my in-shower Saint-Tropez tan, because I know I'm going to have my legs and my arms out. I don't want to be pasty and have my corned beef legs. So I've been using my, it's the Saint-Tropez Gradual in-shower tan. So you have a shower, turn the water off, you put it all over your body or where you want it, you wait for 5 minutes, and then you wash it off. Not the nicest. I did do it last year and I did notice a difference, and it did make me feel good, so I'm bringing that. I am bringing with me these 𝒊𝒏𝒔𝒕𝒂 leaves. They smell incredible, and I have used them at home as a test. But what I will say as a downside, but your clothes don't smell like they smell when they come out. It smells like, have my clothes been washed? Obviously the clothes look clean, but it doesn't leave that really nice smell, which is a bit unfortunate. But if it's going to wash my clothes and I don't have to buy a massive Pods Tide thing from Target, I'm obviously going to take this. The other extra thing I'm going to do, does it look questionable? Yes, it does. This makes my whites really, really white, and I've got a little dog food scoop there, but you just put your wash in, do a scoop, and then put it in with your wash. Next, I'm bringing my face wash. All my skincare's coming with me, but in this particular bag, this is just what's going to go in the bathroom / potentially getting wet. So I've got my Zio face wash. I've got sun cream, but I reckon that we're going to go out there and buy Sunbum. So I've got this one, which is still going strong, which is an aerosol, fat to 50. And then I've got the Garnier, also fat to 50 for the face. I've got my scrub gloves with me because I'm bringing a bit of tan, and if I get a little bit tiger bready, I can manage that. I'm bringing my face pad with me. I'm just about to do a wash, so I'll bring 2 more with me, because I feel like unless they're getting dried straight away, they can start to smell, and that's just not great. So I'm bringing multiples of that. I have got my toothbrush charger, I have got a razor with me, and then I've got my anti-chafing gel, which will probably go in my part bag, but for now it's going in here. And then the last 2 things is I'm bringing sandwich bags with me, Ziploc bags, for snacks in the park, mainly. I don't think for anything else. Maybe wet clothes or something, if again we're caught out of the park, but I would just, I'm not going to bring spare clothes with me necessarily. This is mainly for snacks. I am currently going through, and this is embarrassing, I've been going through Invisalign for about 6 years, maybe longer than that, because I never wear my retainer. So I always take floss sticks with me, because if you don't floss your teeth, you Invisalign boys and girls, if you're doing Invisalign, you need to floss very frequently, because if you don't, your teeth are going to struggle to move. I'm also bringing a heat protectant with me. Then it kind of goes into what bags I'm bringing, medicine, tech stuff, and then other little bits that I was kind of like, oh yeah, I need to bring that. For example, my 2 ears that I'm bringing with me. I'm not a massive fan of ears because they really do give me headaches. I'm bringing these 2. One because we're going at Christmas and my Christmas outfit is going to match these. Stay tuned. And then these are the ones that I got last year, and they're just quite nostalgic for me and neutral, but I definitely want to go back when we go on this trip, buy some classic mini ears. We'll do bags. Let's go with bags. So my main bag is probably going to be this one, my 𝒊𝒏𝒔𝒕𝒂. It's like a neoprene bag. You've got bits at the side, and then it's just a nice rucksack, but it flips, so it's a popper there that opens, put your stuff in, and then you flip it back down and pop it. This is my special bag. This was my 30th birthday present to myself from Andrew's parents and grandparents. It's my Disney Coach collaboration for the 50th bum bag, and I bought it fairly late into the trip. I never put it down. I wore it with everything. I don't actually wear it that much in the UK because when I'm going out and about, I'm taking so much crap with me that I'm also taking this bag. This is the bag that I use on the daily. Sling bag that this bag can't handle all this crap. But with Andrew taking a rucksack and me having like my phone and my vlogging camera in here, I think I'm going to be okay. Watch this space. But it's also just like a really nice evening bag if we're going to the park for an evening or going out for dinner because we've got a few reservations. I think, why am I going to bring a rucksack to a restaurant? You're not. So those are my bags. Medicine. So I can't function without medicine. I have a stomach condition that I have to take medication morning and night for. I also have a thyroid condition. I'm also on anti-anxiety and antidepressants. So this is like my first aid medicine bag. I've got Buscopan in there just for like my cramps. My medications just help me function. Sulfadine, because there is a potential that towards the end of the trip I'm going to come on my period, so sulfadine is the only thing that kind of tackles that. I have got diazepam in there for the flight because I'm not a good flyer, but I also have been getting horrendous panic attacks as of late. But that's another thing that I'll talk about in the Disney vlogs and how I am going to be managing that with Disney support that they have available. So just a 𝒊𝒏𝒔𝒕𝒂 pouch, but that will be my hand luggage. I can't afford to not be without this, so that will be coming with me. Other things I am taking with me, I speak about on the channel, my vlogs a little bit, is I really rely on heat for my stomach. So when I get a flare up, or if I get like a mini flare up and I'm just a bit sore that night or the next day, I just plug myself in and I've got my heated pad and it's fine, and I tend to be at home, so I'm near power supply. However, I am potentially not going to be near one, so I might kindly ask Andrew to put this in his rucksack when we're around the parks, because I can literally slap this round my belly and sit down for a bit and drink and just have a moment, but have that relief. This with Buscopan, and I think I'm going to be absolutely fine. But this one is an external. You've got a battery here and you pop it in and it obviously makes it work. So we've spoken about the mini ears that I'm taking, but we are also bringing our Magic Band Pluses from last year with the chargers. I heard mixed reviews on the Magic Band Plus. The bugbears are really there. There's so many times where I went to the toilet and it just popped off and landed in my lap, and I was like, that could have ended very, very badly. And there have been people that I've watched online where they've been halfway around the park and then realised that this isn't on their wrist anymore, and I don't know, it just doesn't seem to stay as well as it should. There are things that you can buy where there's a rubber band that goes over that, but I just wasn't on it and didn't order it from Etsy, so I could maybe do an Amazon order. But if you it pops out, it's not great, but I absolutely love just going like that and tapping in and out. I think you only tap in, you don't tap out. And I've charged Andrew's one for him if he wants to use it, but he might just use his Apple Watch. But it's just not the same. So there's a lot of stuff that I've spoken about that is just generic, but you can probably work out what I'm going to be taking in my park bag. I might do a separate video of when I'm back of what I actually did take in my park bag, because I feel like it's going to be very flippant. Some days I might take my heat pad with me, sometimes I may not. Medication's going to come with me, Ziploc bags are going to come with me, but the main stuff that I kind of want to talk about and that definitely will be coming in my park bag is some tech stuff. Let's start off with standard stuff. So I'm going to be taking my iPad with me. So iPad, laptop, and then both chargers for them. Now this will be coming in my park bag, and it is my fan, and everyone made fun of me last year for taking a fan. Even some of you made fun of me on Instagram, but this saved my life. But we were in the queues and they're like, oh Grace, can I have some? I was like, oh yeah, now you want my fan. Just off of Amazon. I saw a lot of people with neck fans, but this one just does fine. I need to figure out how to open this so I can clean it because it looks disgusting. But I also just saw my glasses and I didn't talk about them. I went to the place where I get my glasses because I need glasses for when I work, and I have got some Miu Mius that I haven't worn for a couple of years because they haven't fit my face, but they fixed them. So these are going to be my glasses for Walt Disney World. Not only are they not Primark and they block out the light, but they are so darn cool. Going back to tech stuff, I'm going to be taking this, which is the DJI Pocket 3. It's only just been released and I got it for my birthday from Andrew. I don't know how he managed to do it, but he did, and I've been having an absolute blast with it. If you've seen my previous videos, it's all been done on this. There are some things that you can do on this which is just revolutionary. I love the time lapses like I did with the previous Pocket 2, but it also has face detection, so whenever I would move, the camera gimbal would follow me. For a video like this, it's probably a little bit overkill. So I'm taking this buddy. Something else I don't really talk about, but I've had since May, has been my X100V Fuji, and it is so darn pretty. It is a bit gimmicky. I am a photographer and videographer, content creator, but this has just been so fun, and it just simulates film. So you can make recipes or find other people that have put recipes together, and you put in the sharpness, the colour, the film simulation that obviously Fuji has, how strong you want the grain to be, the colour tone, like how warm or cold you want your images to look. So taking this in the Disney parks and the photos that I'm going to get is, I'm just so excited. I've had fun taking photos of the garland, my dogs, like the garland, I mean like the Christmas garland going up our stairs and our Christmas tree and all of that. And it's just been really, really fun, and transferring it to your phone and then you just post straight away if you want to share stuff on Instagram or on stories. But I've just been playing around in my own time and actually figuring out how it works. I'm so excited to have a play with this on a honeymoon. It's going to be great. Andrew is bringing a Pelly case because we're gonna, for our Disney series vlogs that we're gonna put together, we want to do like cinematic B-roll of like fireworks and the parades and just elevate the vlogging, because we are going to be doing a series. So, and then I'm bringing all the extras that go with the Pocket 3. That's coming with me. Currently charging my Bose wireless headphones. I'm bringing hard drives, SD cards, micro SD cards and the adapters, the fan and its lead. As I've said, we are taking a GoPro with us, which is with Andrew, but it's the latest GoPro. And also the only way that Disney will allow you to do a POV of the new Tron ride is if you use a strapped GoPro chest mount. And I really, really want to get that POV. And I think it would, I've seen them and they look really, really good. And with our screaming in the background, I mean, who doesn't want to see that? So that is on the list. We are also bringing in an Instax camera and we're getting cartridges tomorrow, I believe. and we are bringing an external battery bank, and we will be taking obviously US adapters for UK plugs and an extension lead. An extension lead, a lot of people talk about this on YouTube and talking about holiday stuff, is that an extension lead is just so amazing and a must, because you only need one adapter plug and then you've got everything that you need to plug in. Other than going through my hand luggage and what I'm going to be taking for that, which is really just clothes, medication, bags, like a designer bag. I don't want there to be an opportunity of it getting lost in the suitcases, even though we're going to do air tags in them. It's just not worth it. So all my tech's going to go in there as well, because I can't afford that to go missing. That is it in a nutshell. All I've got to do now is put it into the suitcase and tomorrow get my nails done, because these are going and Disney nails are going on top. I'm still not sure what I want, but Lauren is the queen of nails and an artiste. I'm sure that we'll mesh something together. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm hoping that it's maybe done something for you that these videos do for me, where it brings up something that I'm like, that's such a good idea, or I didn't think of that, or I've been watching videos whilst I'm packing and then I'm like adding stuff to it, and it's just nice where you're packing whilst you're watching someone else pack as well. So if not, and it wasn't for you, well, I do apologise, but I'm feeling super duper organised and I think I've got everything. I have got an extensive list, all written down of course, because I'm old school. So thank you so much if you have made it this far. I'm so excited to share all these Disney vlogs in this series, create a playlist and something to look back on, even like in a 6 months time or a year, to be like, oh, look how we spent our first wedding anniversary, we had so much fun. Let me know if you are mad about Disney as I am, if you enjoy videos like this, and I look forward to seeing you very, very soon with the next video, which will be the travel video. We are travelling business class and it's going to be bougie as hell. Toodaloo, lots of love, and I will see you very, very soon. I don't know why I do that.